Dear friends, L'chaim all of Klal Yisrael, L'chaim to the entire Jewish community, L'chaim to the entire world. Why? Yesterday was Yud Shvat, the 10th day of the month of Shvat. Today, the 11th day of Shvat. So first, let's say L'chaim. And if you wonder what this is all about, let's say chapter 100 in Tehillim, Mizmor L'Soida. The Psalm of thanks. Thank God for the miracles of today. Thank God for the miracles of the past. And thank God for these 2 days. Particularly for the day of 11th Shvat. Now, Mizmor L'Soida, Ril Adonai Kol Ha'aretz Ivdes Adonai B'Simcha. Boi Lefonav B'Yonon Ad'u Ki Adonai Elohim Hu Asanu V'lo Anachnu Am V'Tzom Harisai. Boi Yisharu B'Soida Chatzroisa B'Silo Hoidu Loi Baruch Shemoi. Ki Tov Adonai L'Olam Chazdoi V'Yad Doir V'Doir Emunosai. What am I talking about? 1951, on the 11th day of the month of Shvat. Shvat, which is the 11th month of the year. In the year Tavshin Yud Aleph, 11th. Thus, the 11th day of the month, the 11th month, and a year which has in it the number 11. The Rebbe officially accepted leadership, accepted the position of become the Nasi of this generation. The prince, the leader of this generation. This was a year after the passing of the previous Rebbe, of his late father-in-law, Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak, the Rebbe Rayatz as we call him, which was a year earlier on the 10th day of Shvat. The following year, on the 11th, the night of the 11th, the Rebbe officially said the first Maimer Chassidus, the first Chassidic discourse, which as by Chassidim we know this is the moment when the Rebbe officially is crowned from above to be the Rebbe. Now, this is 75 years later, going into the 750th year. What does this mean? So the Rebbe says in the very first Maimer, the very first Chassidic discourse, he sets the tone. And he sets the agenda for the generation that he calls the 7th generation. 7th, starting from the Balatanya, the Mittel Rebbe, the Tzemach Tzedek, the Rebbe Marash, the Rebbe Rashab, the previous Rebbe, and our generation, which is the Rebbe's generation, the 7th generation. And as he says, every 7th is special. It was the 7th generation that received the Torah on Mount Sinai. So, the 7th, the Rebbe explains, is the ultimate that we can reach in this finite world. But that's not where it stops. Our task is to bring it into the 8th generation. The 8th, which is the generation of Mashiach. And in the very first Maimer, the Rebbe says, this is our journey, this is our mission. All of us living in this generation. Our task is to bring about Mashiach, to bring about the final redemption. It started by creation. It's a 5,700, by now, 85 years. But now we're coming to the end. And the Rebbe said the following. We have to take Judaism out of the closet, out of the ghetto, out of the home, out of the hidden crevices to the public, to the street, to the world, where the entire world becomes permeated with godliness and Torah mitzvahs. Friends, this is where we are today. There is no corner in the world that doesn't have a Chabad center, a Chabad house, a Chabad shliach, Jewish people, a synagogue. The world is permeated with Torah knowledge. The internet, filled with any subject in any language, at any moment of time except for Shabbos. Torah is available on all levels. Especially what we're experiencing lately. The phenomenal miracles in Eretz Yisrael. Well, first of all, the entire world has been telling us, get out. Get out of where you are. We don't want you here. You know what? They say it for anti-Semitic reasons, but they're right. We don't belong here. We all belong in Eretz Yisrael in the Beis Hamikdash. But lately, the very, very lately, since the beginning of the month of Shvat, we hear a new discourse in the world, where the most powerful leader of the free world says what? That Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel, belongs to the Jews because of historical, biblical pronouncements. Because that's what it says in the Torah. This is a new terminology. This is a new language. That's the language of Mashiach. No, Trump is not Mashiach. But Trump says this with Mashiach tells him to say, so to say. Because we are living this moment. So therefore, this is the day that we celebrate. What started in 1951 is coming now to its perfection. God is coming to his ultimate residence. And we are part of it.